Okay, so we want to make some barcodes. Um, they're not too difficult to make. There's a couple of gotchas along the way that everybody makes a mistake on, and when you try to make your barcodes, they aren't readable by the barcode scanners. That's because the barcodes scanners are looking for a little bit of a heads up that a barcode is coming. So we're going to start with the Taft Galloway Elementary School list that was outputted from your system. And you'll see here we've got a site name, we've got a barcode. We actually need a third column here. So we're calling this one barcode source, which I already typed in, and we're going to call this one barcode. All right, first thing the easiest way to make these is to make them in bulk. So we want to put a little bit of code in here to get started. We want to put an equal sign, then an asterisk, or then a quote, then an asterisk, then a quote, then an ampersand. And we choose this, and you'll see it inserts a B2. We put another ampersand in there, and then we put a quote, asterisk, quote. Now when we hit enter, you see the asterisks on the left and the right of our barcode. We're going to duplicate this by hitting copy, or it's going to fill this whole column up. And we are now good to go. We're going to want to read this though without the code. This was just to arrive at this point. If you got lots and lots of them, it's just fast to do it this way. So before we go on, we're going to hit, select the whole row, and we're going to go ahead and copy. Oops. Go ahead and copy. And then we're going to go ahead and paste it back as the values. So we're going to go ahead and paste back as values. So instead of the code now, you see we've got the actual thing that we want to make. All right, and we're going to save that. Okay. Now that that's saved, we're going to go ahead and open up Word. Start with a blank document, and we're going to go to Mailings. And we're going to go to Start a Mail Merge. And we're going to go with Labels. We want 5160 labels. There we are already. It's already selected since it remembers from the last time I made these. Going to go ahead OK. You see a little symbol up there that tells you that this is a table. The borders are not showing, but it is a table. Now we want to select recipients. We're going to use an existing list. And we're going to use that list that we just made. All right, and we're going to say yes, first row contains column headers, because it does, and we're going to click OK. And you'll see that it's getting ready to load all these things. So now we got to make our first label, and we do that by choosing Insert Merge Field. Or if we're making a letter, we would use one of these standard ones, but we're going to make our own. So we're going to go ahead and choose the drop-down arrow because it's easier this way. Choose Site Name, hit Enter, and we're going to go ahead and choose barcode, barcode, you hit enter, and we're going to hit barcode source for the last one. Okay, so now we've got this label sort of getting ready to set up. We need to select this in Word because Word inserts all kinds of extra spacing. So we're going to select them, right click, choose paragraph, and we're going to turn all these to 0. All right. Once these are all 0, and we want to change this to single line. Okay, going to go ahead and OK. And then we want to go back to home, and we want to center this. Now, I always like to make my barcode a little bit bigger, so I'm going to go ahead and bump that up to like 14. All right, so now we've got what we're looking for. Last step we got to do is, once that's 14, we want to make sure we got a barcode. So lots of different barcodes. The one I'm using here is called Free 3 of 9. And now you can tell this looks a little bit distorted. That's okay. That means it's going to be there. And we were going to go back to Mailings. And we want to update our labels. So you might see update labels depending on how your word is set up. But this is the symbol if you don't have the words. And we do that. And you'll see all these are now showing that. Just want to see what it looks like, preview results, and we've got the labels exactly as we want them. If you're still not happy with the sizes, you could still select this and go up even a little bit further, go to like 16. and then go ahead and update again, and it'll update all your labels. That's a little bit dark right now because it was selected still. And basically, we want to save this file. We want to finish and merge, and so we go ahead and do that. We're gonna actually choose Edit Individual Document. This will give us a final version of this document, and we're gonna say All, and you'll see that we're getting a brand new spread or Word document called Labels 1. I'm gonna go ahead and save it as Taft, and that way we can go back and get it later. And at this point, you're all done.